All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Robert Smirking Game Reviews. We are back with more of our Road to Avengers Endgame reviews, where we're up to the Incredible Hulk, came after Iron Man. This is the second movie in the MCU universe that they started with Iron Man. And it's been a while since I've seen this one too. And man, so it's directed by a guy named, I want to say Louis Leterrier. It sounded French, so I said Louis because it says Louis. So it could be Louis Leterrier, if I'm even saying that guy's name right. His track record as far as directing movies is, he hasn't really made anything that I've liked. Zach Penn, who wrote it, he is really hit and miss because he's done like X2, and I thought the writing in this was not too bad, but he's also done like movies like Elektra. So... And that movie was just really, if you don't know how bad Elektra is. But this had a lot of things going for it. Even back then, as soon as I heard that Edward Norton was going to be Bruce Banner, I was like, yes. Nothing against Eric Bana, but you know, whatever, that movie, Hulk, is just another thing altogether. But I was excited that it was going to be Edward Norton. I was excited to hear that Tim Roth was in it. I was excited to hear that, you know, John Hurt. Is it John or William? I think it's William. William Hurt was going to be Ross. And Tim Roth, I don't know, man. Like, this just it's not his... I'm not used to seeing Tim Roth as a character like this. He's usually in independent movies or just, you know, big dramas. He's not really known for action. And so it was a little weird seeing him in this. William Hurt's Ross, though, is perfect. And now that, you know, like, you see him in this movie, and it's just like, he hasn't changed, like, even a little bit all the way up to, like, Infinity War, you know, like, in Civil War. Like, God, who put that guy in charge? You know, he's a nutcase. But he does a really good job at it. I mean, Sam Elliott, I think, played it in the Ang Lee one. And Liv Tyler just is doing what she, you know, like, there's really not much for her character to do, pardon me. So again, even though they try to do something with Tim Roth, who is kind of interesting in it, it's really Edward Norton's movie to stand on. And he does okay, but... the story itself is kind of just pretty bland. And so even though some of the writing and the dialogue isn't bad, it's just the overall story that just doesn't, it's just weak. And the special effects, they really don't hold up that well as far as, I mean, like the last act with Hulk and Abomination. So full spoilers, Jesus, if you haven't seen these movies, you know, it was like a video game cutscene, that whole thing, and it just seeing where they are at with the Hulk now and how he looks now and compared to then, and even in Ang Lee's, you know, there's just something kind of off about this Hulk, the way he looks. And just, you know, everything was by the numbers. Like, we gotta get one Hulk smash, you know, and I don't know. It's really not that great. I mean, what's his name that was in Buster Scruggs and Oh Brother We're Out There, who's in, like, Tim Blake Nelson, who plays Samuel Stearns, the guy who would be in the comics the leader. He does a pretty good job in this too. He has a lot of fun with the part, and I wish that, you know, maybe we could have seen him as the leader, because as far as Marvel villains go, he would be really interesting to see on screen. So I don't know if that still could be something in the future, or if they just recast, if they ever wanted to do a leader story, if they'll ever do a Hulk movie again. And you can see why in movies like this, or why the Hulk works best in the MCU, the way that they have him. Playing off of other people, being a part of something bigger where you just don't have to focus on his story. Now, the Hulk books have most of the time been really good. In fact, right now, Immortal Hulk is one of the best books out there. But for some reason, the story just doesn't seem to translate well into film so far. because people don't care about Banner. And the thing is, like, that's just such a big part of it. But for a big movie that they want to have reach the most people, you know, people just sit there and think Banner's story is boring when it's really, really excellent. And so, yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say about this that's not been said before. I'm not really adding anything. Just that I am really, like, now that I've seen it enough times, and this being the first time in a long time, I'm just like, wow, you know, if I never see that again, I won't be heartbroken. And that's, you know, that's still like saying, like I don't hate it or anything. It's just, wow, I really just don't need to see that again. And so that would definitely be at the, like, near the bottom of the Marvel pile as far as which ones I like and which ones I don't. I mean, this movie just, I don't know. I don't know if it was that them trying too hard to be like a combination of the comic and the TV show, and then its own thing too. Like, they were mixing all sorts of stuff up. It did have a nice Stan Lee cameo, and you know, where he gets the tainted blood in the bottle, which, like, man, his blood, it's just hilarious how quickly everybody just gets taken over by it. And then, yeah, we got Tony Stark at the end talking about building a team with Ross, of all people. Like, I don't think Ross would want to help him put the Hulk on a team, because that means he wouldn't get to use him as a weapon. So I don't know why they didn't pick somebody else. Maybe even Betty would be cool. Like, hey, you know how to get in hold of him, right? You know, that kind of situation. So other than that, yeah. Ty Burrell was in this as Liv Tyler's boyfriend from Modern Family, Phil Dunphy. Lou Ferrigno, I think they must have let him add something about God bless you, brother. It just sounds something like that wouldn't be written on the page. God bless you, brother. Like, like, it's cool that they give the guy, you know, like, an homage or whatever, a little you know, little cameo in it and stuff. But just, I don't know. Lou Ferrigno, just, he never should have been an actor. But that's okay. It's just weird. It takes you out of the movie a little bit. Like, they're just winking a little too hard with that one. But that's it. So up next we've got Iron Man 2, which again I'm not looking forward to that. I remember Sam Rockwell being really good in that movie. So that'll be the next one coming up. That was Hulk. I mean, it's usually not everybody's favorite. It doesn't end up in a lot of top 10 lists, is what I'm saying. So anyway, if you liked this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all of that jazz. Otherwise, we will be back with Iron Man 2 tomorrow, and have a great day.